Good morning. Today we're going to challenge you to see if you know the difference between brightness and fill. Well, there is a difference. Otherwise we wouldn't have to have both of them, right? Okay, here's an image. Very, very simple. It's untouched, raw image right out of the camera. Q processed it. And it's a little on the dark side over here. This is supposed to be a fish on the bicycle. And it's hard to make out. And I think if I were going to print this, I'd like to start with just a little bit of a lighter print, lighter image. Okay, well, let's see what we got inside here. We've got, just for the sake of showing you what's going on, we've got the image, and if I wanted to make it lighter, I would have to draw a box around something a little darker. And as I've said many times before, I take the important part, the part I'm calling the subject, and that's what I would draw my box around. Okay, so let's get out of here, and we'll go to the one that I already drew the box, just so you can see where I was. I drew the box around the darkest portion of the fish, but I included some of this light stuff in here so it wouldn't get too light. Okay, and it lightened the image. Okay, good. All right, now here's a JPEG that I made from the original. We're going to put the JPEG in the queue, and we're going to go into the editor, and we're going to say to ourselves, well, I didn't shoot this one in RAW, I shot it in JPEG. How can I make it a little lighter? Because you can see the tire tread's a little muddy, the fish is a little muddy. What can we do to get it lighter? Okay, well, let's try the fill light and see what happens. But before that, I want to call your attention to the gravel over here in front of the bicycle on the left side of the screen where my mouse is moving around just to illustrate. And you can see plenty of detail in that gravel. Okay, so let's see what we can do to lighten it and not lose it. So I'm going to give this a 10, a little exaggerated, but I want you to see what we're doing. And you can see already that we've lost the detail in this section behind the fence. I'm going to go to this section, and you can see comparing this screen, the preview screen, with the original, you can see that we've lost quite a bit of detail because we've lost contrast. Fill light works by lightening the image and reducing contrast at the same time. Okay, so we kind of sacrificed a little bit here by using fill light. Now there are times when the image is too contrasty and fill light is the right tool to use. Okay, let's take it back down again where it was, and let's see what brightness does to it. Okay, here's brightness. We'll go up with a 10 on brightness, and let's see what it does. Well, my goodness, look at all the detail in front of the wheel here. Compare it with this side, the original, and you can see that the brightness was pretty good. Kept all the contrast, kept all the detail, and we could even do this. Original, okay, and filtered. Now I come down a couple of clicks, because she is just a little lighter. Let's see what that does. Okay, and there we are. I think that's pretty good for printing. At least in my eye it is. So we've got a 9 brightness giving us a pretty darn nice picture. We didn't lose any detail. Okay, and if we make that a 0 and we put a 9 in the fill light, you can see the difference. Okay, this is what the fill light did, and I think I prefer the brightness. Okay, so we'll take this 9 out of here, and we'll put a 9 in here. Okay, we'll say okay. There's our image. I'm going to save it. Say done. Okay. And there's our JPEG. Go. And the JPEG looks pretty darn nice. And we didn't lose any of the detail in the gravel, the tires, or any place else. Okay, that wasn't too difficult, but I thought it was informative. and enjoy Qimage, enjoy the day, and we'll get you next time.